Hey, you guys. So I'm back. I do believe this is going to be the last video for today. I do apologize for any weird sounds you may hear. I'm in my living room. The front door is open. It's a busy road out there. But I just wanted to really go ahead and get this video put up for you guys, for anybody that may think, hey, how to be prepared for certain things. So we have done at-home inseminations before, and of course everything was here. So even though we had a setup and a check-off list, it's not quite the same for when you have to pick up and go somewhere else to do your insemination. For whatever reason, if you and your donor is quite a few hours apart, you may agree to meet in the middle, and your meetup may be a person that you know in that town or a hotel. So you want to make sure you have everything you need. So this is a bag that Whitney got for us. Just plain Jane. What I like is it does have pockets on the side for any additional things at the very last minute we may have forgotten, and we're going to slip it in there, as well as, this is my favorite, it has a zipper. So everything that's in there, it's an insemination bag get up. We don't want everybody seeing it. I even thought about getting a beach bag, but they all are clear. So I was like, no, that's not going to work. So again, this is what the title is. It's going to be all the information on what we personally felt like we needed for our away from home insemination. And so we put it all in the bag. So I will do my best to pull everything out, show you what we have, excuse the mess that you may see, I have no idea, and go from there. So of course, first thing first, contracts, pens. I've revamped this application. I revamped this contract or donor agreement twice, just to make sure it fits our significant situation, my significant situation, which is we are engaged to be married, but we are not as of. So, just to list her name as the recipient's partner kind of covers her if we ever have to, step foot in court. I am not a lawyer. I have absolutely no idea how a lot of this works. But from being in a lot of different social media groups and reading information online, I do know that no matter what piece of paper you have that says anything pertaining to the donor not having responsibilities or rights, all of that is out the window if you have PI or NI, which is partial insemination, I guess you could say partial, or natural insemination, which is basically some form of you having sex with your donor. If you do that, there's no need in having this. Just being honest. We're not. We're going straight for the AI, which is artificial insemination, and it's going to be done at home. It's going to be, in somebody's bedroom, aka bathroom, whichever one it flows. So the first thing we have in our insemination bag is contract. The next thing that I have, because for this particular round, we're trying to prepare, because my schedule is so crazy, that we may be getting off of work, driving to our location, and then trying to set up and get ready. So I have, don't laugh at me, I have a dress to slip on, so I'm comfortable doing insemination, as well as bath cloths, soap, socks. Oh, I need underwear. And underwear. So that's all that's in there pertaining to the setup for me. The next thing we have is very important. We have two separate bags here. Sorry. We have two separate bags here. Small bag, large bag. So small bag is, all right, Granny's texting me. The small bag is for the donor. We have a specimen cup for him where the tab has not been broken. And we have him some sperm-friendly lubricant. And I'm okay with showing you, because like I say, the specimen cup the seal has not been broken. This is the brand that when you put in sperm-friendly TTC, this is what pops up. And I'm going to do my best to show you guys what it is. And it's organic, all natural, 95% organic, and it comes highly recommended. I'm not finna sit up here and pretend like I remember how much this bottle was. If I had to guess right off, I would say it was almost 20. If we get pregnant using it, it's worth it. And that is for him. We also have 2 different cups, sizes. And so we're starting him off, of course, with the big one. I mean, why not? But I'll show you the small one. It's not that big of a difference. One's a little taller and one's a little wider. So I figured I would go with the wider of the 2 to, help him out. So that's what's in his bag. And what's in my bag, or me and Whitney's bag, and for whatever reason he needs a backup cup, we already have that ready. If we decide that once we are dealing with his donation, we have latex gloves if we decide we don't want to, have any spills on our hand. And then we have the famous Pre-Seed. And there's a lot of different kinds. Sorry. There's also Conceive Plus that a lot of people are using. However, these do not come with the applicator sticks. At least this one didn't. And I've seen the bigger and smaller. But I have applicator sticks. I just don't know if the way it's made you can even use an applicator stick. Again, this is supposed to help those guys get to where they're going, as well as this is also, if I'm not mistaken, sperm friendly. So the gentleman could also use this with collecting his specimen. So you have those options. I will say that I got into one of my social media groups just the day before yesterday and asked between the 2, what was people using, what was their success rates. Real people talking about what they've done versus just going to the internet and reading numbers. 10% did this, 25% did that, and blase this, that, and the third. Pre-Seed is winning. Pre-Seed is winning. So I will tell you that we're going to use that. And, eventually if, in the next couple of tries we don't get any success, then we're going to switch over to this because I do have it. It was pricey also. I want to say the small tube I had was $12 or $13. And the Pre-Seed it's like a tube. If you think about maybe the regular size of Monistat 7 Lays, if you ever had to use it, that is the size of the Pre-Seed. And it comes with several different applicators. And you guys, if you've ever had to deal with the yeast infection, you know how to use the applicators and your formula. So that's that. So the next thing that we have in here is syringes. And for you guys who are familiar when you see this purple pack, but not familiar, it is what some people used to call the female condom, aka it is the soft cup. My box actually says soft disc. So this is where things will change for us when it comes to how we did it the last 2 at-home inseminations versus this insemination. But that is the last of what is all in the bag. And I'm going to follow up right after I put everything up with what we're doing different this insemination. So if you guys bear with me, I'll see if I can get everything back together. I hope that that was informative for you guys. I think I used that word right. All right, so again, away from home insemination bag. All right, so here we go. I'm going to let you guys know, and I'm not going to go and get the old stuff. A lot of it I've already thrown out, so I do not have it anymore. What we're doing different this time versus last time. Last time we had and I'm going to say this word wrong, speculum. The device that goes in you and opens you up. We also had a syringe, very similar to this one, that had a extended piece. I've read somewhere where it's actually called a catheter, so you guys should know what I'm talking about. We had our donor go in the cup. We let it sit. We was told at one point 15 minutes was good room temperature. It was liquefied. So we would go into the cup. Of course, we would gather the sperm. See people walking by. And of course, me and Whitney we did this together, but you would gather the sperm very slowly, however much it took. She would then put the extended piece on very carefully without messing with the plunger. One tap and what you have will start to come out. And then after that, this was laid flat. She put this piece in me to open me up. She looked for my cervix, looked for the opening, and slowly, bloop. All right. So I gave you the honest truth. That's what we did. And we had several at-home inseminations. One was at somebody's home. It wasn't our home, but it was still considered an at-home insemination. So that's what we did last time. What I found out upon reading more information is you do not, ladies, I'm telling you my mistakes so you do not make them. You do not take unwashed sperm and inject it directly into your cervix. You don't. So it can cause problems. It can cause infections. You per se don't do that. Now, is that where it's eventually going to go if it was regular intercourse? Yes, but I read somewhere where if the sperm is not washed, which aka is not coming from a sperm bank, you're not doing it in a clinic, then you do not shoot it directly into your cervix. So, with that being said, and also because we had no success, we're changing it up a bit. So now this is what we're doing this time. We're going to have the donor go in cup. Of course, lid always goes on, less air is better. Goes in cup, passes it off to us, and this is where things will change slightly. We're using the soft disc this time. We will collect the sperm, slowly still. Position the soft cup to where it is the right side down and not flipped around. We will slowly take the syringe and release the sperm into it. Don't drop your soft cup. I know y'all is having a hissy fit at this video, but you will slowly do that. Once all of your specimen, sperm, ejaculation, whatever you guys want to call it, once it's in there, this ring is very flexible. Very flexible. You pinch and you slowly slide this into you. Now, we haven't did this method before, but basically what it is supposed to do is it's supposed to slide right up under your cervix and it seals. It flex out. It opens back up because you pinched it going in. It opens back up and it seals itself right underneath your cervix. And those guys, if they're working properly, are going to swim in that direction. So now that's where the pre-seed comes in handy. If your CM cervical mucus is not, high and you're not as wet as you normally would be, then of course pre-seed is definitely needed. Also, this is when the orgasm comes into play. Everybody knows that if you have an orgasm um, trying to conceive, it helps those guys swim. So for any of you ladies who are actually single and you're trying to start your family, this method also works if you don't have a partner. Like I can literally have my soft disc set up and ready for me. I can angle the cup and the syringe at a spot where I can get all the semen out myself, also while placing it into the soft cup myself. And I don't need a partner to insert the soft cup into myself. This helps for women who partner can't be there to help you, whether male or female, at any given time. Maybe you're dating somebody that works long hours and your donor comes, at that time. Maybe your significant other is military and they're stationed somewhere, or you are a single woman. Regardless of what the reason is, this method is really, really one person friendly. Versus, me personally, I would not have tried to inseminate using the syringe by myself. I wouldn't have. Will have other people tried it? Probably. There's probably a video out there for it right now. But this would work even if you're by yourself. But on that note, because, hey, we're talking about trying to conceive, so we can talk about everything else that goes with it. Clearly, he's not going to just magically poof and nut is in the cup. He's got to masturbate. Clearly, if you're by yourself for whatever reason and you know that the orgasm is, a good thing, then you bring yourself to orgasm via masturbation. However, I like when I find new research. Laughter, like a good laugh, can also mimic the same process having an orgasm does for your guys swimming up and getting in and through your cervix. So if you're one of those people who you don't masturbate, it's against your religion, it doesn't feel right, you don't like it, then I would recommend you put in some Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, whoever your favorite comedian is, whatever movie you just know that no matter how many times you watch it, it's going to make you laugh, and get you a couple of good laughs in while you have your soft cup or soft disc in. I did not put a disclaimer in the beginning of this video, but I will now. I am not a professional. I am not anything other than a person living in a small town in the South who is in a same-sex relationship and we're trying to get pregnant. I'm reading stuff every single day. I'm watching videos every single day. I'm collecting information every single day. And I'm just coming to you guys with what I have. I hope that, we have success in the upcoming months. We're still getting ready for a cruise. We're hoping to try some things afterwards. We just got word that the donor that we have in place now will only be available for a one-time donation. Kind of weird, but it is what it is. And we will go from there. So, and I will let you know the sites that we're using right now. I'm on Facebook and I'm on USA Donors of America or something it's called. I could be totally messed that name up. As well as an app that somebody told me about that's called Just a Baby. Just a Baby is really nice when you are able to pinpoint somebody close enough to you and y'all can work out traveling back and forth. When you can't, it gets aggravating because they will only let you pin people at 150 miles from you and that's it. Like you can't bring it in closer to you because you don't pay if you haven't paid for the membership. I definitely think it's worth it if when we try in a month or two with the one donor, if it doesn't work, I probably will pay for the membership so we can find people that are closer and be more prepared to travel out and not necessarily depend on them traveling in. It works both ways. Also, some of these guys on this particular site are only looking for compensation for their traveling and their time versus them trying to charge for their little guys. Excuse me. So that's that. I hope this was a very, interesting video for you guys. Like I say, I'm not doing anything fancy. I literally have my phone set up on a stand and using my little living room tables. That's what we got going on right now. We plain folks over here. Plain folks. But I hope that all was good and well with the video. So please subscribe, like, share, comment, and let us know what else you would like to see and hear from us. God bless on this beautiful Monday. Enjoy your day.